This is a very difficult par 3. They've lengthened it, put another 20 or 30 yards on it.
Sit down.
Oh. And he has hoisted that over the green. When the gallery looks behind him, that's not real good.
Peter, it's a toughie.
This is one, if you miss your landing spot by a foot, you could miss where the ball ends up by 20 feet.
Inside left would work.
Inside left?
If you get it to the left edge and hit it too firm, you could get that turbo lip out.
So it's inside left?
Well, if you hit it left edge and dead weight, that'll work.
Okay.
Or inside left.
See, now you're confusing me.
Or
inside left?
You could hit it straight if you want to hit it hard enough.
See, you're giving me another option. Don't give me 3 options. I want 1.
I'd pick it up.
You got to stay positive when they're just missing like that.
This hole will cause a little more intestinal discomfort.
Very underrated hole, particularly when there's any wind about.
Par 4s.
You know, he's playing with an iron. Now, one thing you don't have to do is find a bunker. Just placing it down the fairway, and it's still running. I think he's all right. I'm not sure. Yes, he is now.
From that far back, they'll be hitting 4s and 5 irons at least.
Launches it up in the air, urging it to go forward. Oh, no, splashed it in the bunker. What a difficult shot this is going to be. Difficult bunker shot.
That from the bunker. Good shot.
Okay, for his par. Nice speed, nice everything, yeah.
Nice forward.
And at a hole where players know, standing on the tee, if they hit the right tee shot, they can reach the green in 2. Just a little extra frustration if you don't make birdie. So it started towards the sand. So now, almost certainly a forced layup.
You certainly don't want to be in those any of those bunkers. They're very steep face and very rare you can reach the green out of them. This is just smash and hope, I would think.
Bad layup from the sand.
You've got to put it in the fairway with your layup.
Yeah.
It's not the worst, though. Could have ended up in a worse spot.
Difficult lie. Don't know whether you can get under it enough to flop it up in the air.
Good strike.
Nothing wrong with that. Good recovery. Some good stuff being played. Chance for a birdie.
That hurts. It got away from him for sure.
Not bad. Tricky little putt left, though.
This for a par. Only a par 5.
Fun hole, isn't it? Oh, it really is a pretty hole, but so dicey.
There we go, right there. Marshall's got it, keeping everybody away.
This is not a good lie. You're going to see him use every sinew and fiber he's got. Try and get the club on this one. Get enough on it, get it up.
It might be middle of the green. Oh, that was a middle green. Went ripping through everything.
Oh, boy. That is really difficult from there.
We can only give him 5 out of 10 for that. Maybe that's being generous.
Easy to chunk.
I would think so. A lot of bad things can happen from here.
Yeah, he didn't quit, but it went in.
Well, that's the beauty there. Big advantage hitting the fairway here.
Very impressive.
Well-positioned tee shot.
Look at the wind knock that down.
Very easy to do. Come up short.
That shows you what the wind is doing.
And this one up the hill, a little bit right to left.
No. Blasted it right through the break.
For his par now.
You're quite right, he does hold a lot of putts. Sometimes it looks a little bit quick and jabby, but they go in.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Must have been a pretty wild drive, Billy.
Well, it's a pull and hook, Peter.
Good position to watch. And it looks pretty straightforward and simple, doesn't it? Just caught the grass and stubbed the club, stopped the acceleration, and he'll be annoyed now. He looks calm, but thoughts will be whizzing through that brain box.
This for par.
Always good to get a 3 on this difficult par 3.
To 16. It's a super par 4. Players know standing on the tee they'd better hit the fairway, so they give themselves some options on the second shot. Looks as if it started on a pretty good line. I need some luck here.
Trying to hang on.
And
Marshall signals it's safe.
This hole's playing back into the wind just a little bit, and you definitely don't want to go over this green, so club selection is going to be tricky here.
Well, he started it on a good line.
You see quite a number of balls come up short. Not all that many go through this green.
This is a long putt for a birdie.
Excellent effort. Good speed.
It is a gorgeous hole, but can be very difficult to play depending on the wind.
Fine drive. Very good strike.
Certainly not an easy second shot to get the ball to the hole.
He gave it a good whack. Oh, it's going to be in the bunker. Found the sand.
Kind of a fluffy bunker shot.
Man, he can get up and down from out of a trash can. That guy, he can get it up and in from anywhere.
This would be a tough putt for par.
I don't know whether he was just careless or whether I don't know what he was thinking about there.
And at the 18th.
Certainly not reachable from there.
Well, these holes are going to prove to be very interesting indeed. Well, he can't afford to be too greedy. He doesn't need to be too greedy. He can get an 8 or a 9 iron full shot out of that. So he can get 130, 40 yards up the fairway, and then he's got an iron to the green.
You hit that fat, Peter.
Fluffy sand that caught it heavy.
Second to the par 5.
I think the art of laying up is a lost art on the tour anymore, Peter.
Yeah, it's rather, it goes against the grain, doesn't it, to lay up.
This is a delicate one. He's got to be careful.
I'll go get that one. Put the air out of that real early.
By his reaction, obviously thought it was online had he hit it.
This is eminently holeable. Very confidently just whacks that one in.